Welcome back. In the first part of this program, we have dealt with some of the issues pertaining to the question, and perhaps I think we have highlighted difficulty, on the part of the Pakatan to deal with this issue. Now we can perhaps go into a more detailed or more structured question about this who's next after Anwar. Let me remind you, YBs, that from the point of view of the people, it's very important because they need to know. They have to have an inkling of what kind of policies to come. The sort of personalities is very important because this will determine the execution of these policies. So, do you have in mind, I mean, I have to ask you this question, do you have people in mind, to take over, to fill the shoes, should something happen to the great leader?
Let me answer it this way. We are in politics. Politics is also open, and leaders are public properties. They get to see them, feel them, touch them, talk to them, right? And even criticize them. Leaders are born in that place where they struggle. We're not talking about leaders that are coming from the sky or elsewhere remote. Leaders have always been like that. Now, here you are, in Malaysian politics, for many decades, these are the familiar faces around. Coming from, political parties, leaders from political parties, both, PAS and DAP and PKR. So we don't have a saint kept somewhere remote, that would be presented. This is what I mean. Our leaders say, if you insist of us naming, they are already so evident and so obvious. But we will cross the bridge when we come to it.
So at the moment you are not
for the time being
ready to.
No, it's just not that. We don't even talk about it.
Yeah.
We don't even talk about it. I'll have no comment to say that. We don't even debate or talk about it. But if you insist to make it so, to make it so clear and to have it sort of shortlisted, it will not be.
Yeah.
It will not be
what if the person
personalities
doesn't
beyond what we have. Our president, if PAS is ours, it would be certainly the president or a few others of the top leadership of PAS. Similarly, with DAP would be, would be Lim Guan Eng, and the rest. Similar.
But whatever it is, the formation of Amanah by Yang Muhammad Mulia Tengku Razali a month ago, I think that is a reflection of uncertainty, or rather the way some people look at the vacuum in the Pakatan should something happen to Anwar.
I think that is a very skewed observation. I think it's also spurious and also fallacious to have to impose an amanah, an NGO, with no official affiliation with Pakatan. Suddenly, if we are to win election, got to get them to come and lead us. I mean, that is a bit far-fetched.
No, but some of the members of this coalition, they are MPs, and they might be able to get some support from Pakatan and perhaps even BN. Should anything happen to Anwar?
But so far there is not much communication. So that's why we just dismiss it, We think that it's not important, it's another NGO. So for me, I just like to mention about, what sort people are concerned about, what sort of policy that will come out. I think we already come up with a few common manifesto, and we have Buku Jingga. And then from the Buku Jingga, we also see that BN has taken it very seriously. They are not only debating it in Parliament and mention about it in Parliament, they also have adopted some of the proposal that
and they will get the credit when they adopt and implement the policy.
That is the dynamic of the politics. I don't think you can you can rule it out. I don't think you can even escape that, because they are in power. They have the while we have power only at the state level.
So if you want us to keep coming up with a name, it's the same Okay, if Pakatan Raya comes to power, who will be the opposition leader of Barisan in Barisan Nasional?
If we
Who will be the
insist.
So
opposition
in other
leader?
words,
Would Najib?
you both of you prefer to leave it open. You don't want to deal with the question now, or rather, Pakatan don't have the mechanism to
I don't think we are lack of mechanism to determine that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is,
yeah.
But more importantly is for us to, remain focused, as I said, on winning,
Yeah.
and making sure that winnability factor is being enhanced as we move
you have
towards
a
the finishing
chicken
end.
and what do you call it, and a situation over here, because
I don't-
you're talking about winning, but can the electorate give you the trust when they are not sure who to lead the country?
They will have
Should they
given
give it
us
to
the
you?
mandate
They
in
already have
2008.
given us the trust, not even knowing who is going to lead this Pakatan
Yeah,
thing.
who will be the Menteri Besar?
They have not even they didn't know who is going to be Menteri Besar Perak, yet they give it to us.
Yeah.
So I think we must understand that the new politics, the dynamics of the new politics is rather not as conventional as we thought, that you must have a cabinet, a shadow cabinet and a shadow prime minister for you to take over. Maybe once upon a time, yes. But this new politics, I would like to see it. The dynamic is totally changed.
Maybe
And the comfort of the electorate will be, more into looking the coalition pack capability as a whole, and in the individuals that we, that they present.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I want to take Australia as an example. Australia, after the last general elections, there was a hung parliament. After that, Julia Gillard, worked so hard to get the 3 independents MP to come over.
Yeah.
And now you look at Australia, now Julia Gillard has been bombarded left, right, centre by the business community over this carbon tax imposed on them. And actually this carbon tax idea is from Green Party, which is a real minority party in the coalition government in Australia. So you can see that although Julia Gillard, her party is has a majority of the seats, but they have to listen to the smaller party, the Green Party's policy, and they implement it. So now it comes back to whoever be the head, the Prime Minister, or the candidate of the Prime Minister is not the most important thing, because when the 3 parties come together to form this coalition, we have to respect each other, and our policy will come from the consensus of the 3 parties.
Yeah, whatever happened in Australia or for that matter in the UK, we got to remember that down here, here in Malaysia, we have got certain constraints, certain culture to bear in mind. For example, even though the constitution does not prevent a non-Malay to become the Prime Minister, but as of now, I think it's pretty difficult to have one. So
Of what?
can we say that, given that culture, if you like, given that political culture at the moment, can we say that the successor, whoever to succeed Anwar, should come from, say, PAS, if not PKR? But since Guan Eng himself has ruled himself out
Yeah.
of the premiership,
Yes.
now we are left with PKR and PAS. What say you, maybe?